Welcome to the future, and welcome to a new series. Now, it's not Survival Season 4. That one's still gonna come out eventually. I just don't know when. But, for the meanwhile, I need another series to do. So, me and my friend Radskull had started a series on his channel known as Minecraft New World. Now, that was a good series, and it's still going on. It's just, we're taking a bit of a break currently, but it's still happening. It's still happening, it's just going a little bit slower. I don't know how fast it's actually going, we haven't talked about it, but it's on a bit of a break currently. But I had made a mistake. I put on a texture pack which allowed it so that achievements cannot be earned in that world. And if you saw the world name, you know which world we're currently in. So, with a new skin, a new mindset, and a new series, I am ready to start doing this again. So, I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of Minecraft New World Season 1, and I'm going to explain to you what the new series is. So, this new series is going to be called Rebuilding the Past, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be called yet, but it's going to be something along those lines. So, basically what this series is going to be recreating the Minecraft New World server exactly or almost close to what it used to be, or what it currently is. Now, we're still going to do Minecraft New World, but each episode we're going to be filming on the original world until we can get the new world, the one that we're going to be remaking, up to its current standard. And then we'll start filming on that world again. And that series might end, or it might just become, or I might just start posting Minecraft New World, taking Radskull's episodes and posting them over here on my channel, or maybe, if he'll allow it, I'll post the entire playlist on his channel. But I don't know if he'll allow that. So, we're going to be doing it on my channel currently, and then if plans change, we'll move over to his channel. So, currently, I'm just going to give a tour of what Minecraft New World is currently, and then next episode is when we're actually going to start the series officially and start remaking this world. So, starting off with the tour, we're going to start off with the Panda Sanctuary. Now, the Panda Sanctuary is going to look a little bit different whenever we eventually rebuild it, because I do want to remodel it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the original Panda Sanctuary, which is basically what we have here, and we're going to remodel it in the new world. But here's the Panda Sanctuary. We have every variant. We have the weak, worried, normal, brown, aggressive, lazy, and playful. We have every variant. I'm just currently calling them jungle bears. The nether isn't too important right now. All I basically have is a very, very poorly built nether hub and a path to the nether fortress. So it's not really anything worth showing. This is Afterlife Island. Afterlife Island is where we're going to put all the gravestones. I did a few horse breeding experiments. I like to put this grave in every world I'm in. The curse of the grave robber is forever. It's a little bit of a secret joke I have with myself because I have no friends. Iron golems. I don't know how to make an iron farm. That's one of the things I'd like to learn to do in the new series, is make an iron farm. Blizzard. He was a fox I had. It was an Arctic fox. He died. He drowned. So I made a memorial for him. My hopes and dreams, because everything I hope for and dream for dies eventually. A bunch of unnamed puppies. We did a bunch of puppy breeding in Minecraft New World. So we have a grave for them, and some pandas, because I eventually tried to breed a bunch of them and it did not go so well. But I definitely think you should go and watch Minecraft New World. I'll link this series in the description. if I remember. Hopefully I do remember, but it'll be linked in the description. If not, you can always go to Radskull's channel. I'll try to link. I know his video is linked in one of the other videos I have, and just try to. There's a bunch of pandas in the ground here. I had a thing for making pits in this world. There's also a pit somewhere right around here that I had iron golems in for a time being. This is the villager trading hall. All the villagers in here on the right side are master level, except for the one at the very end, which is a librarian. He is selling bookshelves and books and stuff, but he's the only one that's not master. All these on the left side, they are also not master, but they're basically here just to sell enchantment books like Flame, Power, Aquafinity, Feather Falling, Protection 4, all those good things. We got some books in here to trade. We have no shortness of emeralds. We have a whole bunch of emeralds, so we're good on those. Here's where we're going to put stuff we can trade, like clay, sticks, other stuff. Over here is currently where our iron golems are being held. I'm going to have to make a new place for those. They are a pretty good source of iron, as you can see. They're pretty good. Here's the villager breeder, or something that I like to call orphanage. I don't know why I call it that. But every villager breeder that I have ever made, I've called the orphanage. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with Technoblade, or something that he must have said at one point that just stuck with me. Burned a hole through my itty-bitty mind. Here's a little bit of a farm I've made. I would definitely like to remodel this at some point. Here's a little bit of a fishing tower. I fish off of here occasionally, get name tags, saddles, some enchantment books. It's a good source of saddles. Does give me a good bit of fish. There's also a few nautilus shells I get, some pretty good bows, some good fishing rods and whatnot. Over here, there's a few horses in a pen. These are some of the really good ones that I've been able to breed. There's also a few armadillos over here. I picked those up from the savannah. All of these armadillos all came from two, except from the savannah. We got the armadillo pit with a bit of a hopper collection system to get some scoots. It's very, very good. Me and Radskull did a build battle on Minecraft New World. I made a pumpkin and he made this little haunted house with some candle parkour. Let's see if I can do it. Probably not, because I'm actually kind of terrible at candle parkour, but hey, I did pretty good. At least I think I did. But yeah, that's basically what he did. Then came Christmas. I made a Christmas tree for us, and for New Year's I made a firework. I did make some pretty big presents for us. We were able to get some animals and put in there for each other. Now there is 3 presents. That's because near episode 10 we introduced a new person to the series, Ardsy, which she might help me on this series now and then because she did say that she was willing to help. At least she should be willing to help. She was willing to help on New World, so I'll ask her if she should be willing to help on this. So, if we go past the Panda Sanctuary to the Diorite Path, I know a lot of people don't like diorite, but I really don't care. Birch and diorite, they have their uses. Some stuff they're good for, some stuff they're bad for. Over here, we got 3 foxes. One of them's mine, one of them is Radskull's. And something I learned recently, foxes can actually take berries off of bushes themselves. I did not know that. But they're named Firefox, Inferno, and Cheeto. Over here we have 3 Arctic foxes. Names are Icicle, Frostbite, and Spark. Over here we have 6 frogs, 2 of each variant. They don't have any creative names. They're just called White Frog 1 or White Frog 2, Orange Frog 1, Orange Frog 2. Over here we have 6 turtles. We have Medora, Ozzy, John, Bull, Cruz, and Crush. Over here was going to be an axolotl enclosure, although there are no axolotls inside of it yet. Here's a T-Rex skull I built. Let me sleep quickly so we can get it back to daytime. Aha! Daytime has arisen. So, here's a T-Rex skull which I built. It looks good from the sides. I will say it does not look great from the front. So I may make a different skull, but right now I like this one, so that's the one we're sticking with. Over here, you can of course get to behind the foxes, and you can go to the behind everything over there. Although these ones actually have gates, so you can actually get in and deal with them. The foxes, you don't really have to get in with them, so I didn't really give a way to get in, but there might be a way in the future. Down here, there's a way to get into the sniffer enclosure, which I'm not going to go in. But every sniffer has a specific name. Mine are named Snaff. Wait, no. Mine are named Scratch and Snooze. If I get a third one, I might name him Sniff. But those are only my two names. We, of course, have an enchantment room, which I've never used. A brewing room, which I've only used a few times. Netherwart farm. And it's a double-decker Netherwart farm. I don't farm it very often, but it's useful. We got, of course, a lava farm for some fuel for the furnaces. We got our sheep, we got our pigs, we got our cows, and we got our chickens. We also have food in each of these to feed them. And the chickens like to escape, weirdly enough. No! The glowberries! Whatever shall I do? I didn't want to harvest them, but I guess that's fine. Over here, we have an armor swapper. Ardzy's armor with the mushroom, my armor with the earth, and Radskull's armor with his Radskull banner shield looking thing. We have banners to represent everyone on this server. Ah, lovely. The glowberries are growing. Nice. Oh, this is the dog army, at least my portion of it. Radskull might make a portion, Artsy might make a portion, but these are all named after the Greek alphabet. We got Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, and Itua. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. I probably butchered all of those, but I did my best. I know this might seem like I'm trying to run through this at a very fast pace, and it is because I'm currently on a time limit, and I don't know how long that time limit is going to last. I'm probably going to have to pause halfway through, which is part of the reason why I'm talking as fast as I possibly can. But I'm trying to keep it at a steady pace. That way this video isn't too long, and so we can go through the tour. Over here is the main base of operation. A lot of this area was hill, but I flattened it out thanks to a diamond shovel, which I will also show you eventually. We do have some cactuses growing. This isn't anything yet. There was a plan to make that into something, which I can't say in case Radskull is watching it. I can't tell him what we're making. Here's a mosh pit. Ardsy made a mosh pit for some reason. Over here are a few of my cats. There's currently only 7 of them here, but wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here. The rest of them are in the house. And I will make a place for those guys to live eventually, but currently I don't have anywhere to put them. We do have some bees and some flowers around the house. This is me and Radskull's house, so of course each of our banners are out front. This is Radskull's side. He's got the furnaces, the food chest. One of his dogs and cats are in here. And of course, some of his stuff, his yeet fork or his trident. Some of his other personal belongings. He also has the anvil. And there's like a little crawl space under here for some reason. I don't know why, but there is. Personally, it doesn't bother me very much, so I really don't care. Over here, I made a cat tree. We have Tiger, Shadow, Binks, Midnight, and Kitty all the way at the top because she's the best. She's also right here beside me in real life. I'll put a picture of her on screen right now. Gives me a reason to edit this video. Of course, we have the grindstone, the loom to make the banner patterns. Of course, we have all these banner patterns and some dies as well. The smithing table. And the armor trims, because I'm trying to collect all of them. Again, I know I'm critically insane. We have an ammonite fossil, we have a stick of butter, and we have a pufferfish. Here's some of the treasure kind of stuff we have. Some pottery shards, some turtle shells, scoots, a bell. Name tag, sniffer eggs, bottle of enchanting. This was just empty currently. I'm going to put something in it eventually. Then we have our riches. We have a stack of diamond blocks and 2 ancient debris. But yeah, we have a good bit of ores and whatnot. Here's just like random armor and weapons and stuff. Here's mob drops. We have different things. Book of Crimes. Oh no, I'm not going to leave that on screen for very long. This is empty. Here's my trident. My bundle with my stuff in. Choose Terrifying Tomahawk. Choose Terrific Tomahawk. Choose Trusty Pickaxe. True Dino's Diamond Duplicator. True Dino's Terrain Transformer. And True Dino's Digging Duplicator. I really did not have a better name for it. I'm sorry. I'll come up with a better name in the series, I promise. Yeah, that's basically everything down here. I got my parrots, Captain, Ocean, Neo, Flare, and Blueberry. I don't have any better names. If you do, leave them in the comments. Up here, we have our Wither, or our Nether kits, because we're going to do another episode very soon on New World. I got a bunch of dirt and grass and stuff. I don't know why. We, of course, have more dirt, cobblestone, of course, double chests of those, some deep slates, some random ores. We got some planks, got some nature stuff. There's normally 64 or 20 of each, as you can see. Except for the acacia. Nobody cares about acacia, so I didn't really care. We got some more random nature stuff in there, an entire chest of sand, some gravity blocks, and some sandstone. A box of just random stuff, because I didn't know what to do with them. Some nether items. Some wool and concrete. An empty chest, which is just going to be more random stuff, probably, or more decorative stuff. We have 64 of every type of flower in the game, because I didn't want to have to go and collect flowers every time I needed them, so we got those. Here we have 32 of every type of wood except for acacia. I'm currently in the process of using acacia. But we also got an entire chest of oak, birch, spruce, cherry, bamboo, jungle, mangrove, dark oak, and pale oak. I don't know why I felt the need to scream as I got closer to the end. That's also what this is, another extra 6 stacks of each. I'm not too worried about acacia. I might do acacia in the new series just because why not? Over here, we got a barn, which is mostly just decorative. It doesn't really have a use other than for mushrooms and our horses, donkeys, and mules. The horse is Hurricane, the donkey is Oscar, and the mule is Xavier. I have a Jeb sheep. Thank you, Radskull. Thanks for the Christmas present. And this is Night, or Nightingale, I named him. After Fear the Walking Dead, his name is Nightingale. But I was gonna give him the Radskull, but I might find him a better horse. We have Camel, which I brought all the way from the desert, which was absolutely a hassle. Melons, hay bales, pumpkins. Some barrels out back for some reason. In this silo, we have everything you could ever need in a silo. So we'll go up to the top. This silo is designed for Java, so it's not very good for Bedrock, but ever since Bedrock added the whole crawling and fitting under a half slab thing, you can now use it. So we got hay bales, we got pumpkins, we got melons, we got hay bales, and that's basically it. Then you got an exit at the bottom in case you just need hay bales or something. You don't have to go all the way to the top and go down and then back up. Here's this little cart we made, I made. There's really nothing in there. The barrels are empty. These were trader llamas, which I repurposed for my own use. Down here, this is a skeleton spawner. I'll jump down here real quick. It works pretty well. I use it mostly just for levels and then using enchantment books and whatnot to get some pretty good swords and whatnot. We got a bunch of arrows and bones, so bows with infinity, not really a need. We have an incinerator over there. If I go back up here to the top, there's a point where I needed slime. So I mined out a slime chunk. That works pretty well. And then montage. Do, 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 do. I know that montage of me climbing scaffolding was boring. I'm sorry. I apologize. Rabbits, for some reason. Here's the dog den or the wolf den. This is where we keep all of our wolves. Over here on Radskull's side. He's not even trying to hide his name anymore. Anyways, he has every type of variant, which I actually collected. Definitely go check out New World. It explains a lot of this in a lot more detail. I have 2 of every type of wolf. This is my side. We got some dog food bowls. We got a little creek running through. We have some water, of course, in the cavern. Is this a cave or is this a cavern? I think this is a cave. I think this is a cavern. I think caves you have to go through in a boat. I'm not sure. I know caves have a lot more water than caverns. Here's Artsy's house. Of course, her mushroom banner. I believe there's one outside, too. Yeah, there is. It's her cozy cottage. She has some parrots. I'm just going to show you the names. I'm not going to try to pronounce them because I cannot pronounce them. This is the only one I can pronounce, is Ophelia. Because that's another Fear the Walking Dead character. I don't know why I know that, but I do. And then the cats are pretty easy. We have Rar, Friend, Callie, Tweedle, and Opossum. The names of her real-life cats, I assume. At least I know Possum is a real-life cat, and I think Rar is as well. Another 64 of each type of flower, because women have a thing with flowers in Minecraft. Hence the flower, or the petal hill, or whatever this is. I'm not going to redo this farm. All these flowers are probably going to be replanted eventually. Bedtime, again, we got to keep sleeping. Sleeping is an important thing to do. Also, it'll stop the rain, which is another reason why I did it. I flattened out this entire beach over here. I don't know why I did it, but I did. This is where most of the sand came from. But I'm definitely going to build like a sand castle or something over here in the new series. The new skin. There was going to be a skit about why this new skin exists. I don't know if the new skin skit is going to exist, but we did have a plan, and because we had a plan, I had made a temple. This skin is called the Virus. Now, looking at some of my other skins, if it'll load, hopefully it will. There we go. I have the Venom Halloween skin. I have my original skin. This was the original Virus skin. That's what this was originally supposed to look like. But I didn't want to use it because I felt like it was a little bit too dull. So I made this one as my own. And the head of the original Virus never had any green on it, but I decided to add some green just because why not? So this is the Virus Temple. We have, of course, the Fusion Virus, the Force Virus, the Evolution Virus, the Infection Virus, the Matter Virus, the Corruption Virus, and the Devotion Virus, each having their own banner and their own pedestal. And then, of course, the pedestal in the middle. Now, I am a fusion of the Infection and the Matter Virus. Over here, there is a Pillager Outpost, which I don't think I really need to show, but there's a Pillager Outpost right over there. If we go over here, there's going to be a little bit more of... I'm just adding a lot more editing for myself right now. But yeah. There's no point in trying to hold any secrets anymore. Everything's going to be out to the public now because of the new series. So there's no point in trying to hide anything. There was a secret project I was working on. I called it Project A. A stood for axolotl. Now, we had the brown, gold, pink, and cyan axolotl. That's why there was no axolotls in the axolotl exhibit by the Tyrannosaurus Rex skull. I was going to get a blue axolotl. And I was going to make it this whole big surprise, I have a blue axolotl now. But there's no point in hiding it. I think Rad Skull kind of knew I was getting a blue axolotl. I mean, even Artsy knew that I was going to get one. She helped me with everything. We were going to turn this into a ship in a bottle at some point. I'd still like to do that at some point. We never really did anything big for Ocean Monuments. We never really got to that area or that point yet, but we were going to do something with them. So, here we go. Another montage. Alright, we have arrived at the axolotl experimentation platform, or I guess whatever it was that I did for the axolotls. Of course, my banner's on the back of it because I need to mark everything that is my property. We have 2 beds because Artsy would normally be here helping. Water buckets, which has tropical fish in. Tropical fish, of course, because that's how you breed axolotls. Pufferfish for water breathing potions so we could catch tropical fish. Some fishing stuff because, of course, I had to keep myself occupied. Most of the barrels in this thing are empty. Mostly everything here is empty. More tropical fish. I don't think there's anything in the upstairs portion of this. But yeah, this was our axolotl area. We would breed axolotls. Fun fact, I'm colorblind, and we were originally breeding cyan axolotls, so I could not tell the color difference between them. And I also probably wouldn't be able to tell the color difference between the blue water and the blue axolotl. So, yeah. Fun. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, I believe. I don't think there's much else that I can show other than the Panda Island. But Panda Island is just a little bit more this way. Which, we're going to have a fun doing Panda Island, because I need to build another panda sanctuary. We got to get all of the variants of pandas again, which are going to be just so fun. It's going to be so fun. Ooh, it's going to be so fun, because I don't understand panda genetics. Who put panda genetics in Minecraft? Please explain to me how panda genetics work, because I don't understand it. I really don't. I guess we'll do another montage so you don't have to hear me rambling about random things. It's a montage! It's like a plot device. Alright, we are almost at Panda Island. There's the first jungle tree, or at least the first big one. Welcome to Panda Island. Now, I will say, this place had a lot, and I mean a lot, of bamboo. And I got rid of most of it. Because in order to get pandas to spawn more frequently, I had to get rid of a lot of the bamboo. But there was a lot of bamboo here. And, well, now it's gone. But yeah, pandas spawn a little bit more frequently now. I don't know if they're going to spawn while we're here, but I think I know where there are a few if I haven't killed them. If you go through the middle of Panda Island, through all the bamboo and whatnot, you'll eventually find a crater, which was the result of a charged creeper. And not far behind it, you'll find... Oh, yeah, there are some pandas in here. I released a few of them, but yeah. There's a pit of pandas on an island in the middle of nowhere. And of course, I set up a little area here. A lot of these chests did have bamboo in, and then I made that chest in the house with bamboo. So, That's where all the stuff went. I don't know why there's a fire protection book. I think there might be a jungle temple near here. Ah, hello. I forgot you were in there. But yeah, here's Panda Island. Oh. I apologize. But that's gonna have to come to an end. That was basically the tour of Panda Island, or of the entire New World. We're gonna try to recreate everything. I don't know how well we're gonna do. We're gonna remodel a few things. Mostly the Villager Breeder and the Panda Sanctuary are gonna get remodeled. But that is the tour. So next episode, we will begin rebuilding the past. And I will see you in the future.